It makes sense that we use reclaimed wood and products.
Life was good, lots of money, and the market crashed.
And you're so overwhelmed and depressed and you can't think straight.
I lost my identity. I was this hotshot entrepreneur, and when that identity was pulled from me, I was lost.
With Jason and I being apart we both kind of took a spiritual journey, but somehow came back together at the same time, at the same place.
And that's a testament to her strength and God's grace. We took our first step towards starting over and had to essentially redefine and re-begin. And a friend of mine gave me some reclaimed wood and said, here you go, this stuff is starting to trend, people are liking it. And so I started building with it best I knew how.
I started kind of drawing up some things and had some ideas and showed him some pictures, and all of a sudden he decided to build a table out of it.
I failed at business, and everybody that I know that's close to me says, what in the world are you doing trying to start another business? Didn't you see what you did before? We didn't have a lot of money, and but we had a vision and a dream for what we were trying to create, and we started building tables and doing different things, and people connected to it immediately, and it took hold very, very quickly. Eventually, we were given the opportunity to move over here by downtown Oklahoma City and had this amazing warehouse space, albeit run down, and we've completely renovated the building practically. We have now 14 employees. Everything since we've moved here has it's been just like it was meant to be. Building furniture is one thing, to accessorize and allow it to be a home setting and what it's truly going to look like. Cherami does an amazing job.
I can look at a table and I can envision it in my head, and then I'm able to see exactly what it'll look like before it's done. We can go around here in Oklahoma and we can pull stuff out of old buildings and one-of-a-kind pieces that actually come from, history here in our own town. Of course, we can do it anywhere.
We build from finite sources. There's not 1,000,001 boxcar planks out there. There's a set amount, and there's only so much of that. And going and sourcing material and finding things that everybody else considers garbage or throwaway material. And we have a knack of identifying things that the rest of the world throws away that we could turn into something pretty significant and special.
This wood has traveled all over the United States 2 or 3 times. Around and around and around.
And we like to think we give it its most refined and beautiful version of life.
We'll get the bones of it made, and then I'll look at it and say, okay, we need to do this, we need to add this, we need to, change this around. He does more of the structural of what needs to be changed. I do more of the, overall look of what needs to be changed.
And people seem to appreciate that we're not going to build your table 1,000,000 times over. Cherami is going to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and draw something new, and then you might like that.
And then you might like that a little bit better, yeah.
We want to be those people that are open to the rest of the world to say, hey, we understand and get what you're going through. We understand the pain, we understand the hurt, the feeling of just being lost, but you can step through it.
The nice thing about all of us is that everyone here has a redemption story.
And these are guys that the world in some cases has written off. D-Mac did 22 years flat, and Joe did 9, and they came out different people. I met them and gave them the opportunity because I could just tell that, the days of their past were over. That's a far more rewarding thing to give someone than a piece of furniture, honestly, as much as we love that version of it. But what happens is there's this engaging moment when you get in this environment, and you can just feel that passion for life renewed in them, that it just translates right into the products that we build. And we have a clientele of well-to-do families that they can afford memberships to any country club in the country, and they just want to come here and hang out. And I love that.
To come here and
so
hang
you've
out.
got these guys that are doing $1 million deals right here in Oklahoma City, all the way to guys that care about and love woodworking, and they're all treated the same. We still create some level of engagement with every person that walks in here, irrespective of your background.
That's another thing that's portrayed whenever people walk into this warehouse and meet us. We're very open, very candid, and if you've got an issue or if you've got a problem, You know, you can also talk about that on top of what table you would like to buy.
We talk about anything but furniture in here all the time.
A lot of times we do, you know.
They look at the end of talking with us, she or I individually or both together, and see the effort and the intensity and the focus that translates through the finished product. And to us, we get to live out our redemption story through what we build.